Welcome to today's episode where we explore the journey of transformation, spiritual, professional, and deeply personal. For years, my identity was rooted in being a mental health clinician. It was more than a job, it was how I saw myself. I was educated in the field, taught university courses, and believed wholeheartedly in its principles. But everything changed when I began walking with the Lord. In this episode, I'll show how my faith led me to reevaluate the foundations of psychology and psychiatry, and why I ultimately stepped away from the field. We'll talk about the Western medical model, the reliance on psychiatric medications, and the spiritual dimensions that often go unspoken. This isn't just about leaving a profession. It's about discovering a deeper truth and aligning my life with it. As I began to walk with the Lord, I found myself questioning the very foundation of the field I had once devoted my life to. Mental health and psychology, as I had known them, were deeply rooted in the Western medical model, specifically psychiatry. And psychiatry, at its core, is a system built around diagnosis and medication. Here's how it works. A person presents with symptoms. Maybe they're hearing voices, seeing visions, or experiencing intense emotional disruption. The psychiatrist listens, assesses, and then prescribes medication. Sometimes it's one drug, sometimes a combination. The doses are adjusted, the prescriptions swapped, all in an effort to manage the symptoms. But what I came to realize is that these medications often blunt the person. They slow them down, calm them, making the interruptions less painful. And while that might seem helpful on the surface, it doesn't address the deeper reality of what's happening inside. For some, these experiences, voices, visions, intrusive thoughts, aren't just neurological, they're spiritual. The Bible speaks of this. And as a believer, I now understand that what psychiatry calls hallucinations or delusions may, in some cases, be the influence of demonic forces. I've lived through it. I felt the flood of alien words, images, and conversations that squeeze the mind and cloud the soul. It's not just chemical, it's spiritual warfare, and no pill can cast out a demon. So when I looked at the field again through the lens of faith, I knew I couldn't continue in it. I couldn't teach it, practice it, or promote it, because the healing I now believe in comes not from a prescription pad, but from the power of God. So where does that leave me now? I'm no longer a mental health clinician. I've stepped away from the textbooks, the diagnoses, the prescriptions, but I haven't stepped away from people. In fact, I feel more called than ever to walk alongside others, just in a different way. My healing, my clarity, my peace, they didn't come from a bottle. They came from the Lord. And now I want to share that hope with others who feel lost in the fog, squeezed by confusion, or haunted by voices that don't belong. If you're listening to this and you've been struggling maybe with your mind, your emotions, your sense of identity, I want you to know there is a way out. There is a truth that cuts through the noise, and there is a Savior who sees you, knows you, and wants to set you free. This isn't just my story, it's a testimony, and if it resonates with you, I encourage you to seek Him. Ask questions, pray, open the Word, because healing from our past crises and traumas isn't just possible. The Bible speaks on multiple occasions about how the Lord healed people. God restores us and calms our fears. He maybe doesn't heal all our situations in life completely, our physical ailments and problems completely in this life, but He is the creative and healing power that all mankind doesn't possess. If we would but follow Him, pray to Him about our needs and concerns, asking for His light to guide us, we would be better healed by a God that created us and didn't need medicine to cure people. Thank you for listening, and I hope you come back to hear more.